Hello and welcome to A Mindful Moment. I'm Justin Epstein, author of the top-selling book Super You and minister of the Unity Center of New York City. It's the Unity Worldwide Day of Prayer, and I hope you have been participating in some of the guided meditations that we've been doing over the last since 7 o'clock last night, and will continue until 7 o'clock tonight. If you haven't had a chance yet, then I encourage you to stick around and participate in one of these guided meditations, which will go right on up until 7 p.m. this evening. There are people around the world celebrating and praying with us during this 24-hour World Day of Prayer, and we trust that as we raise our consciousness, we're helping contribute to the healing and the harmony globally. So let's just keep it up. I want to talk to you today about 3 steps of prayer. You know, the theme for this World Day of Prayer is from fear to faith. And I think it's very important that we understand in the first step of prayer is we don't want to take fear and anxiety and our problem to God. You know, a lot of people, that's how they pray. Their prayer is like an orgy of worry. God, let me tell you about my financial problem, or I need a job, or I'm concerned about my relative, and it's like telling God all our problems. Now, that has a place if we understand that the point of that would be to help get us back to a state of peace, to surrender that to God, not to try to convince God. God's mind is already made up, you see, because God, the universe, source, father, mother, whatever we refer to that presence is everywhere, in all and through all. And it is all, it's allness. So in that presence is harmony, peace, love, joy, wisdom, substance. Everything we could need is in that presence. So it really, one could say, and that presence doesn't even know about the problem. It only knows itself as harmony and love and peace and joy. So that first step of prayer is to let go of thoughts about the problem and to get in touch with the solution. You see? If we want to talk about God to get it off our chest, fine. But the key is to let go. That's the first step. Let go. Let go of what we're concerned about. Let go of the worry, and that's easier perhaps said than done, but it can be done with practice. And the first step to that is understanding the need to do that. God's not interested in the problem. God is being God. It's up to you and I who get involved in the surface of things, the circumference of life, and we frustrate this expression and this harmony with God. It's we who go in the far country, to use that parable of the prodigal son, and we need to return back to the center and experience God being God. So step number 1, let go. Write the problem down, talk to God about the problem, then let it go. And then get still. Be still and know that I am God. God said through the psalmist, be still. Quiet your thoughts. Quiet, relax the body. Tune in to the presence within you. That's where real humility comes in, right? There's a Sanskrit word for prayer called palal, P-L-A-L-L, which means to behold oneself as wondrously made. It's not about God, it's about knowing the presence of God being you. God is being you. See, we can't think God is out there somewhere. I have to connect with God out there. If God isn't present where we are, then God isn't present anywhere. If God is present everywhere, then God must be present where you are. And the only place you and I can know that presence is within our own being. Otherwise, it's all outside of us. I hope that makes sense. Makes sense to me. I hope you get that. See that Jesus said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth is being you. So let go of the problem. Take time to get still and know and synchronize yourself with the solution, with spirit. Scripture says, before you call, I will answer. God is the answer. See? The Father knows what you have need of before you even ask. Well, your asking is getting still and quiet and connecting with the solution. That's step 2. And then step 3 is trusting, going forth with a believing attitude, with a faith-filled attitude, expecting to be guided, expecting to find the answers, expecting things to work for good, expecting healing, expecting right outcomes for whatever the situation is. We don't know, it may not conform to what we think is the outcome, the right outcome, but we anticipate that it is the right outcome. See? And it means taking the natural steps to let this unfold. Right? So there you go. 3 steps for prayer. How to move from fear, which is concern about the outcome and all that, and letting that go. Step 1. Step 2, getting still and quiet, which takes humility to actually listen, to wait within, beyond our thoughts, beyond our opinions, beyond our rights and wrongs, beyond what we think should happen, and connecting with Source. And then 3rd step is move forth with a believing attitude, keeping yourself in the flow of positive energy and anticipating good, that good is happening. It's unfolding through you. God can only do for you what He can do through you. And you got yourself centered, and now you're letting God be God through you. I hope that makes sense to you. And I appreciate you participating in this World Day of Prayer. And I look forward to seeing you next time for another mindful moment. So until next time, we'll see you. Thank you for joining me for a mindful moment. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more mindful moments as they go live. Click above for a list of previous mindful moments to enjoy on your own time, anytime.